Witness 9 made a telephone statement to Sanford Police Department on February 28th, 2 days after Trayvon Martin's shooting. Her audio statement was released weeks ago with the first round of discovery documents. Listen to what she says about George Zimmerman.
You still there, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay.
I just would hate to see that be the case here, because I know that about him. I don't know what happened. I don't know at all who this kid was or anything else, but I know George, and I know that he does not like black people, and he would start something. He's a very confrontational person.
Mm-hmm.
It's in his blood. We'll just say that, and I don't want this poor kid and their family to just be overlooked.
You know him personally, or from out at the I guess the subdivision that you guys live in?
Can this please not at all relate back to me?
Okay.
But I will tell you.
Okay.
And I don't talk to him because of the things that he says, the person that he is, the things that he does. I know his mother, I know everybody, and they are all the same way, and I hate that.
Right.
But they're like that. They're just mean and open about it, and
okay.
And I don't know what he's capable of, but I do know things that he's done to me that I would never talk to him about ever again.
Okay. If I can give you my number, and you don't have to do an investigation or anything like that, but I would like for you to stay in contact with me. If you hear something, you don't have to give me your name about it, but you can just let me know that, hey, I heard this, talk to this person, because I understand that you don't want to be involved. But
you don't understand.
Mm-hmm. Really? Okay. Mm-hmm.
But I'm a mom. I can't stand seeing that some kid got shot and killed over a stupid fight, especially one that
Right.
Because I know how he is.
Right. And there are, from my understanding, a lot of unanswered questions. The investigator that's assigned to handle that case, he's not in right now, but I would like or I'm going to pass this information on to him so he can,
just look into it. Just get character reports from other people and see if he's ever said anything about black people or about being racist or anything like that, because I guarantee you there's somebody out there who will say it. Okay. Hopefully they'll admit it and then not be afraid of him, but I swear, please just look into that.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. My name is Investigator Perkins. Hopefully you can remember that. It's just like the restaurant. And if you feel that you need to talk or your safety or whatever, you can always call me back and I can do whatever I can to help you. But I'll make sure that this is looked into.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Here's a snapshot of Investigator Serino's report of investigation that refers to Anonymous Witness 9's call. It's from the first discovery documents as well. Witness 9's statement comes into Sanford Police on February 28th. That is 2 days after the shooting. This is only 1 day after Trayvon's own father has learned of his son's death, and long before this case was in the national and international news. That means witness number 9 had an opinion that George Zimmerman was racist long before any discussion of race in the media. Well, it so happens that witness 9 is the subject of a defense motion for reconsideration filed on June 18th. In this motion, O'Mara is asking the court for 3 things. Chief among them is his request the court reconsider and not allow release of certain statements. That is witness 9's statement. Now you just heard witness 9's first statement. Well, according to O'Mara, witness 9 has made a second statement to police. And O'Mara is trying to prevent that second statement from being disclosed. Here's what he says in point 4. Witness 9 has made 2 statements. The first statement has already been released to the public without the identifying witness information, without objection. The second statement is the subject of this motion. The content of this statement is not relevant to the issues of this case, and it would not be admissible in the staged case in chief. The statement was provided in discovery only because the witness had provided the information to law enforcement. In its motion and at the hearing on June 1st, 2012, the state agreed that said statement should not be disseminated to the public prior to the court ruling on its admissibility. The court has ruled the statement should be released. O'Mara is trying, quite strenuously I might add, to prevent witness 9's alleged second statement from release because he says in point 5, this specific uncorroborated irrelevant statement should be withheld from public dissemination because of the substantial risk that public disclosure will lead to widespread hostile publicity, which would substantially impair the defendant's fair trial rights and would pose a serious threat to the administration of justice. O'Mara says witness 9's statement, if released, will cause, quote, widespread hostile publicity. Now, at the top, you heard what witness 9 said in her first statement. That's pretty ugly stuff she says about George Zimmerman. What else could she say that's so bad, that's so ugly? You should note that police redacted a portion of that audio before its release, where possibly witness 9 gave names or maybe specifics to back up her claims that George is mean and racist. We can only guess what was redacted. I don't know whether the second statement O'Mara is referring to is truly a second statement, or just the specifics redacted from witness 9's original statement I played for you at the top. If the content in question is only the formally redacted specifics, then O'Mara may be trying to pull a fast one. The court has already ruled much of the redacted information should be released. If there is truly a second statement made by this anonymous witness, then I would love to know what she has to say about George Zimmerman that is so explosive. His attorney thinks it would cause widespread hostile publicity. Now, what on earth could witness 9 have told police that would cause widespread hostile publicity? O'Mara makes great effort to suppress release of witness 9's alleged second statement. He cites many cases. What witness 9 has already said is so ugly, yet O'Mara didn't object to its release. What could be worse? Here are my questions. Number 1, did anonymous witness number 9 give 2 separate statements to police? Number 2, if she did, what does she say the second time that according to Mark O'Mara would cause widespread hostile publicity? Number 3, what does witness number 9 know about George and race that impelled her to call police 2 days after the shooting? Number 4, what information was redacted from witness 9's statement at the source? And number 5, will the court grant O'Mara's request? Should the court grant his request? I do not believe the court should grant O'Mara's request. George Zimmerman and family and attorney are busily making misrepresentations to give George a fairer trial. Yes, a fairer trial. That is a trial where the defendant lies to give himself a greater chance of acquittal. If George deserves fairer chance at acquittal, which would be an injustice in my opinion, then surely Trayvon and his family deserve fairer justice too. And what on earth is so bad in a presumed second statement from witness number 9 that made Omara ask the court to reconsider its release? We can only imagine. Thanks for listening.